Day 4 of the William Hill World Darts Championship as the holiday hoopla continues at Alexandra Palace. 8 more matches on the Sunday card, 4 this afternoon. Beam me up, Scotty, for Captain Kirk, or would everyone be gaga for the German giant? We had the Irish invasion, first the magpie Willie O'Connor, then the history maker Brendan Dolan. Would Irish eyes be smiling? Plus, the match of the championship so far. Would it be Josh Payne or pleasure for Dave Chisnall? Today on High Roller Radio. Yes, the biggest it's ever been. We're gaining steam now, and the Sunday show certainly is the darts at Alexandra Palace. First, though, everybody's still talking about that incident last night. You see here Michael van Gerwen all set to make his entrance. Most fans with their cell phones out, hoping to snap a pic of the world number one. But then this happened. Some idiot fan doused him in beer. Look at this. Splashed and absolutely soaked. Mighty Mike obviously upset. He had to head backstage to change shirts and wipe his hands. He did beat Alan Tabern, but not an ideal way to start his 2019 World Championship campaign. Back-to-back Lakeside champ Glenn Durrant tweeted this out. Idiot. Come on, MvG, he said, offering some encouragement to his peer. It never happened to me before, Van Gerwen said in the post-match interview. I had 2 pints of drink on my head. I was so angry. But what can you do? The only thing I could do was change my shirt and wash my hands. It was quite difficult. I was a bit emotional, but I'm glad I won this game. The PDC's Matthew Porter issued this. 99.99% of people know how to enjoy themselves and where to draw the line. 0.01% are idiots and find themselves ejected and banned. Same in darts as every walk of life, and the alley-pally atmosphere prevailed in the end. Great fight from Tabern, but MvG as professional as ever. 0.01% responded Michael. Sorry, Matt, but I disagree. The darts has been attracting knobheads for years now. There's a reason I don't go to as many tournaments. I'm sure other real fans feel the same. I can tell you the person who did that was escorted from the building and banned for life. Sky Sports Darts posting this quote from commentator Dave Clark, who made the announcement during yesterday's broadcast, confirming the good job done by PDC security. The response on here is perfect, said Andrew Dugan. Great to see Twitter come together over another cowardly act by an idiot in the crowd. I am lost for words. Just think why. Let the players play without fear of being attacked. MvG's evening started with an imbecile showering him in beer, tweeted Rod Studd, and ended with him taking selfies with the fans. Hashtag class. And finally, an absolute credit to this sport, said commentator Dan Dawson, shrugged off the whole incident, refused to let it get in the way of his job, and smashed in 100-plus average. Yes, indeed, Van Gerwen, pure class at the end of the day, taking a nice little selfie here with one of the fans. That is a keepsake. Here is your afternoon lineup. Clemens v. Kirk. The Irishman William O'Connor takes on Yordi, Meeuwisse, and it's Dolan v. Lou. And then the headliners, Dave Chisnall up against Josh Payne. That is our main event. All right, first man on tonight, England's Aidan Kirk making his PDC World Championship debut and charging on like a boss. Amped up walk-on that was. He hit the stage in style too. Cheerleaders, baby. His opponent to kick us off, Germany's Gabriel Clemens, a very tough out. Captain Kirk was trying, though. Nice 180 here in the second leg. Look at the reaction, fired up, but Gaga responded with one of his own and then pinned 9-9 for a break and 2-0. This fan very much in the festive mood. Christmas at the Alley Pally. Clemens would close it out the next leg, 3 on the spin, and the German giant came up large in that set, 1-0 at the interval. Clemens broke to start the second set. In command, he'd make it 5 in a row as these fans took in the atmosphere. Nice outfits, right? Kirk finally getting on the board in the third leg. He then asked the crowd for some noise, but the big guy was in the zone, held easily for 2-0. Confidence right here as he heads off stage at the commercials. Kirk still fighting though. This double 18 leveled the third set at 1. Here's the reaction. That's what I can do, he says. He then tossed in a maximum, and we got this. And we'd have a third set decider. Captain Kirk fighting for his world championship life. But he'd waste 3 darts at double to break and take the set, and Clemens landed this double 8 for game, set, match. 3-0 your final. A great start for Gaga. Time for the Irish invasion now as we look at Willie O'Connor deep in thought. Brendan Dolan's up next, but first it's the Magpie prepping himself before his walk-on, slapping hands along the way, and then the big wave once on stage. His opponent today, this guy, Yordi Meeuwisse. And see those odds there? A true long shot to hoist the Sid Waddell Trophy at 1,000 to 1. Quicker start for the Shamrock. A 13-dart opening salvo, followed by this double 8 for 2-0, and the celebration, he gave it some. Meeuwisse responded with a beautiful 133 checkout to get on the board, but O'Connor was in the zone. He would take the first set on double 18, a little fist pump, and then a big exhale at the interval. There's tension up there, but so far so good for the Magpie. We got this reaction from the Dutchman as he tied it up in the second set at 1. But after this third dart double 5, we got this from O'Connor at 2-1. A big shot and a big scream. Meeuwisse would level, and we'd go to a second set decider where O'Connor held steady with shots like this, a timely 140, and then as he pinned double 10 for a 2-0 lead, he held the pose for quite some time. Good start to set number 3 for the Dutchman. Double 8 for 1-0. Donald and Kim enjoying the darts peacefully. A high-level summit at the Alley Pally. Beers and cheers at 2-1, and we go to another deciding leg where Meeuwisse would miss 2-set darts, and talk about clutch from the Irishman. A beautiful 107 checkout, pinpoint on double top, and that's how it ended. The Magpie advancing with the shutout, 3-0. Magic from O'Connor, announced the Irish darts fan. Brilliant 107 checkout to win the match, with Meeuwisse waiting on 16 to make it 2-1. Willie held his nerve outstandingly to book his tie with James Wilson. Well done to the Limerick man. 2 thumbs up from Northern Ireland's Brendan Dolan. He was up for it today. The history maker with arms raised during the intro, making his 11th World Championship appearance. His opponent, Chinese qualifier Wanyan. And as we get a good look at the 2-0 scoreline, Dolan finishing off the 64, we also admire his snowflake shirt. Very festive. He'd take the set on double 8 as Russ Bray screamed out the call and then left the stage in a flurry, a blizzard if you will. Let the snow fly, he says, with a 1-set advantage. Continued to fire shots like this in the second set. Good enough considering Lou to this point was averaging just 79. These guys celebrating like it's the biggest darting event on the planet. It is, and Dolan would clean up double 2 for 2-0 and then make it 6 on the spin on double 8. Dolan is rolling at the second interval. Third set, how about this? Dolan on 141, and yes, perfect checkout. He absolutely loved that shot. Full credit to Lou here though. One of his few highlights, a picture-perfect maximum, and then how good is this? His first start at double the entire match. And yes, he nailed it. Nicely done, sir. But the occasion just too much as Dolan went on to take the next 2 and finish the job. You know who the professional was in this one. The Irishman, gracious in victory. 3-0 your final. Quite an experience for Lou. I'm happy to get the win, Dolan said. I think I did a pretty good job. I'm happy with the way I approached the game, and I'm looking forward to the second round, adding, I think I'll play well against Joe, referring to rock star Joe Cullen, the number 14 seed. There's Chizzy applauding the crowd, the main attraction this afternoon, up against Josh Payne, who won his opener yesterday, and he came out firing today, all over for the treble 20 in the first set. He held first on double 12, then nailed this double 20 in the second leg. That was a break for 2-0. Then he brought more Payne, a maximum. And how about this? 3 perfect darts on the 1-2-5 checkout, 60-33-32 for a clean sweep in set number 1. A little scratch of the nose as he exits the stage. Payne averaging a whopping 116 in that opening session. It was more of the same after the commercials. Payne breaking to start. He then fired in back-to-back 180s, which had the alley-pally faithful on their feet. Payne with 5 on the spin. Wow, what kind of day so far for Chizzy? Look at this. 3 missed darts at double, not convincing either, and Payne can't believe his luck. Up 2 sets at the second interval, Chisnall in deep, deep trouble. As outlined here by @DartsWeb1, impressive stuff from Payne. Looks the real deal on TV. Such composure and class for a 25-year-old. Chisnall on the brink. It took 8 legs, but the man in yellow finally got on the board. Clutch too. An 80 finish with Josh on 56. Chisnall used another double top to break the Payne throw next for 2-1 and a chance to throw for the set. But no, look at this. Payne good on the 92 checkout and the big release. 2-2 now, another decider where Chisnall hits straight back. A 180 first, then this double 20, breaking to win the third set, and he says, "This is my house." His manager loving it. 2-1 now. Fourth set, though, deflation for Chizzy. Busted his score on 15, missing the big number, and Payne pounced on double 10 to level at 1. Then at 2-1 Chizzy, a great big salute to the players. Good tilt this. A bigger salute for Chisnall, though. He hit tops again to tie things up at 2 sets apiece. This a great fight back. Fifth and final set now. After holding to start, Payne fired in this maximum, looking for a pivotal break, but this reaction from a supporter tells you he missed 2 darts at double. Ouch! And Chisnall took out 38. Drama, 1-1 now. Those missed chances proved costly too, because very next leg, Chisnall would make no mistake on tops, a crucial break, and he knows it. He went on to win the match and survive a 5-set thriller. He made a few mistakes, Chizzy said, and I capitalized. I just thought keep battling, and luckily I got away with it. What a match, what a comeback. To wrap up day 4 of the afternoon session, we've got 4 more matches Sunday evening, including Snakebite, as Peter Wright gets his World Championship party started against Tony Elcinas. But Chizzy left us dizzy. The last salute to the man in yellow. Job well done, sir, today on High Roller Radio.